Jesus had his disciples take coins from a fish's mouth to pay their taxes, right? God can provide for us in many marvelous ways. The mission trips I took to Russia in my 20s involved another level of walking in God's glory, and what I experienced then has formed how I walk today. God's love manifested in power, with many healing miracles and supernatural events. On one occasion, I was going to minister to a group of young people in an apartment. We were in a rush to get there on time. A Russian friend was taking me to the place, but when we entered the metro, we only had one metro token for the two of us. There was a huge line with people waiting a long time to buy metro tokens. We would have arrived so late if we'd waited in line that people would already be leaving when we got there. However, as we were entering, a coin fell in front of us, seemingly from thin air, and someone picked it up and gave it to my friend. We bypassed the long line, went right into the metro, and arrived only a few minutes late. We experienced a powerful time of the Holy Spirit's ministry, and the young man's heart was softened towards the Lord and towards his mother. When I returned from Russia, I told my mom this testimony and other stories of what the Holy Spirit had done on the trip. As I was speaking, gold dust appeared on my face and my mom's face. It seemed the coin had come from nowhere, but I wasn't absolutely sure. Some time later, back in the United States, my roommates and I were increasingly experiencing angelic manifestations in my house. That may happen when you give yourself to prayer. I returned from a 2-week mission trip, and one roommate reported what happened. He was sitting on the steps of the front porch with his hand slightly cupped. Suddenly, a quarter fell from thin air into his hand. Nobody was near him. There was no possible natural explanation. Some people might get caught up in asking, why would God do that? But I'm just recounting the experience. I felt it was a confirmation that the first instance with the metro token really was God's supernatural provision. Nobody had dropped that metro coin. God gave it to us so we would arrive at that apartment on time to minister to the young people. Subscribe for more supernatural testimonies and powerful truths that challenge you to grow in faith and in God's grace.